Don't Crash! This is another game from the indie developer RC Maddox. They have the tendency to make bare bones games and release them at a fairly budget price. Now I do need to disclose this game was sent to me from them. And I want to disclose that like I do with every publisher who sends me games. I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. I'm basically just going to show you a straight recorded video. Because there's no other modes or options, so you're going to get to see me play the game with very little edits. Because there really is nothing more to add to the video, so enjoy me playing the game. I've reviewed a few of these companies' games before, and with one exception, they haven't been very good. In fact, 3 of them were on my worst list last year. The only exception was Shut the Box, and while it was a simple game, I think it was a good one. Well, good as it was fun to play and replay. It would have worked better as a mobile game. In fact, most of his games would have worked better as a mobile game. And this game is no exception. In fact, this title has actually been a mobile game and a Flash game in the past. So this is not a new idea, but it feels like an overly simple version of that idea. As of just watching this review so far, or just reading the title, Don't Crash, you're probably going to have an idea how to play the game. There are 2 cars going in 2 different directions in an oval track. You control one car and the computer controls the other. The computer apparently has a death wish, because it constantly wants to switch into your lane, and you need to switch lanes to get out of its way. If you crash, you lose, and you can choose to play again, or not. Most people would probably choose not, but hey, whatever floats your boat. The goal is to get points. You get points 2 ways, doing a lap on the course or switching lanes away from the other car at the last second. The background will change each time you start a new race, so that's nice. Now what wasn't nice, and I'm being honest here and I'm not joking around, I was feeling nauseous after playing the game for 15 minutes. I guess it was all the circular movements and constantly having to follow the car with your eyes. I had to stop playing a little while later and lie down because it affected me that much. But as my kids say, I am a wuss when it comes to this sort of stuff. I had the same feeling when I went upside down one time in a Disney Quest virtual roller coaster. So I get motion sickness very easily, so if you have that problem, I really would skip this game. The controls though are perfect. However, it's hard to mess up a 1-button control game. You don't brake or accelerate, you just switch lanes. So 1 button will do it. Now the only real change to the gameplay is the more laps you get, the faster the cars will drive. And that's about it. There really isn't much to talk about. It's a pretty simple game. As you've probably seen from the many times I've died in this game, there is also an option to post the Miiverse. But that's more of a suggestion, because it doesn't really help you do that. It's just kind of there like, hey, if you like, post to the Miiverse. But I don't get why they didn't add different options, like different tracks, more cars, power-ups. It's just so frustrating that it's so basic. Queasiness issues aside, I feel with more polish and more options, there could have been a fun game in here. Don't Crash is another simple game from this publisher. This game costs $1.49. I don't think it's worth that. I know it costs a lot to get on the WiiU platform, but you still need to give people a good value for their money. The fact there are no options or any meaningful changes to the gameplay was a real problem for me. It's just monotonous, and the appeal loses its shine after like playing it 2 or 3 times. If you're going to make these simple games, they would do much better on the mobile platform. But the thing is, there already is this game on the mobile platform, and it's free. So I think you should just skip it. Well, that's my review of Don't Crash. Why don't you check out my previous review of Lego Jurassic World, or you can check out my classic review of Shut the Box. Like always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.